Have you ever looked at someone and thought, is he into me, or am I just imagining it? The truth is, not all men show affection the way we expect them to. Some don't speak their feelings out loud. Others mask them behind confidence, or even silence. But if you pay close attention, you'll realize, feelings always find a way to show up. You see, emotions aren't always expressed through words. Sometimes, it's the way he glances at you when he thinks you're not looking. The way he shows up unexpectedly. The way he acts nervous around you, even though he seems confident with everyone else. Whether he's shy, bold, or playing it cool, a guy's body language and small actions often speak louder than anything he says. These moments might feel random, but trust me, they're not. They're clues. Clues that he's feeling something, maybe even more than he realizes himself. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 powerful, subtle signs that a man truly has feelings for you, even if he hasn't said a word about it. These signs are easy to miss, but once you know what to look for, you'll never second-guess his behavior again. So if you've been wondering whether it's all in your head, or if something deeper is actually happening, stay with me. You're about to understand him in a way you never have before. Let me ask you something. Has a guy ever suddenly started avoiding you, even though you felt like there was something between you? Maybe he stopped making eye contact. Or he seemed to go out of his way to take a different route, just to avoid bumping into you. It can feel confusing, even disappointing. But here's the twist, it might not be rejection at all. Sometimes, when a man is truly into you, he pulls away out of fear. Fear of saying the wrong thing. Fear of revealing too much. Fear of being vulnerable in front of someone who matters. You see, emotions can make even the most confident man hesitate. He wants to be close, but he doesn't want to mess it up. So instead of stepping toward you, he takes a step back, trying to protect his pride, his heart, or maybe even yours. But here's the real sign, he doesn't stay away for long. No matter how hard he tries, he finds a reason to circle back. A casual walk past you. A quick question. Small talk that feels a little too convenient to be random. That push and pull, his retreat and return, isn't a game. It's his heart trying to figure out how to approach yours. So next time he pulls away, watch what he does after. Because sometimes, distance doesn't mean disinterest. Sometimes, it means he cares more than he can say. Have you ever looked up and caught someone staring at you, so deeply, so intently, it felt like the world paused for a second? Not just a quick glance, but a gaze that lingers. A stare that says more than words ever could. When a man is truly drawn to you, his eyes will give him away. Even if he's trying to stay cool. Even if he hasn't said a word, his gaze often speaks the truth his mouth is too afraid to say. You might catch him from across the room, eyes locked on you, until he quickly looks away. Almost like he got caught doing something he shouldn't. That reaction? It's not embarrassment, it's vulnerability. He didn't mean for you to notice. But in that brief moment, you saw what he's been feeling all along. Because when a man is captivated by someone, it's not subtle. His attention sharpens. His focus narrows. It's not just curiosity, it's magnetism. And here's the thing. Most people don't hold eye contact with someone they're not emotionally connected to. So when his eyes keep finding you, again and again, that's not an accident. That's desire. That's interest. It's one of the most honest, raw, and powerful nonverbal signs a man can give. So next time you lock eyes and he looks away with that guilty little smile, don't be fooled. His eyes already told you everything. Have you ever noticed someone suddenly becoming clumsy around you? Maybe he fumbles with his phone, stumbles over his words, or seems like he completely loses his train of thought mid-sentence. It's almost like he forgets how to function the moment you walk into the room. Now, here's the truth. He's not usually like that. He's not awkward by nature. But when a guy has real feelings for you, his usual cool, collected self can disappear fast. Why? Because he cares, deeply. And when someone cares that much, every little thing feels high stakes. He doesn't want to mess it up. He's trying to say the right thing, do the right thing, come off the right way, and in the process, he gets tangled in his own nerves. This kind of nervous energy is one of the most honest signs of affection. It's not rehearsed. It's not polished. It's raw. And it often shows up in moments he wishes it didn't, like when he drops his drink trying to look smooth. Or when his joke completely falls flat because he's too focused on impressing you. So if you ever wonder why he gets so jittery or strange around you, remember. It's not disinterest. It's the exact opposite. Sometimes, awkwardness isn't a lack of confidence, it's a sign of genuine emotional investment. And that kind of vulnerability? It's actually pretty endearing. Sometimes, love doesn't shout, it whispers through actions. Have you ever noticed a man who always opens the door for you, carries something heavy without hesitation, or quietly steps in to fix something before you even ask? These moments may seem small, even forgettable, but in reality, they speak volumes. When a guy goes out of his way to help, without being asked, without seeking attention, it's not just about being polite. It's because he's paying attention. He sees your needs before you voice them. He notices the little things. And more importantly, he cares enough to act. He may not be great with words, or comfortable pouring his feelings out, but these small, thoughtful gestures, that's how he communicates. That's how he shows you that you matter. Whether it's fixing something that broke, remembering your coffee order, or stepping in when you're overwhelmed, these aren't just random nice guy moves. They're quiet signals that say, "You're on my mind, I've got your back." Because when someone genuinely likes you, they don't wait for an opportunity to show it. They create those opportunities, even in the smallest ways. So the next time he offers a helping hand, pause. Look a little deeper. It may not be grand or flashy, but it's honest. And sometimes, the softest gestures carry the loudest truths. You know that moment when someone teases you, not to annoy you, but to make you laugh? That playful spark that feels more like a smile than a joke? When a guy teases you in a light, affectionate way, it's often his way of building connection. He's not mocking you. He's not being mean. He's inviting you into his world, a world where laughter is the bridge between two hearts. Maybe he pokes fun at the way you always forget your keys, or jokes about your favorite TV show being terrible, even though he secretly watches it too. It's all in good spirit, no harshness, no sharp edges, just lighthearted moments that make the air between you a little warmer. This kind of teasing is about comfort. It's a sign that he feels emotionally safe with you, safe enough to let down his guard and just be playful. And when someone is that open, it often means they want to get closer. Because playfulness isn't just for kids. It's how adults express joy, affection, and even attraction, without having to say it out loud. So the next time he gives you a hard time in the most endearing way, smile. He might just be trying to tell you, "I like you," wrapped in a joke, with a dash of charm. Have you ever had someone notice something about you that nobody else did? Like a slight change in your tone, a new pair of earrings, or the way you pause before answering when you're feeling off? When a man pays attention to the little things, the kind of details most people overlook, it speaks volumes. Maybe he casually mentions your go-to coffee order, or says, "Did you get a haircut?" before your best friend even noticed. Maybe he texts, "Rough day?" before you've said a single word. That's not luck, it's intentional awareness. This isn't just being observant. This is emotional attentiveness. When a guy truly likes you, he tunes into your world. Your patterns, your preferences, even your silences, they matter to him. And he remembers them, not because he's trying to score points, but because those tiny details tell him who you really are. Think about it. We only notice the details of things we care about. So if he's picking up on the subtle shifts in your mood or remembering that you like your coffee with oat milk, he's not just being polite. He's genuinely invested. Sometimes love doesn't come in grand gestures. Sometimes it whispers through the small things, and the person who listens closely, that might just be the one who cares the most. Have you ever noticed someone who always seems to be around, even when there's no real reason for it? Maybe you run into him at your favorite cafe, again. Or he ends up sitting next to you at a group hangout, even when there were plenty of other seats. And those accidental conversations? They always seem to happen just when you're alone. This isn't coincidence. It's quiet intention. When a man likes you, but isn't ready to be obvious, he finds subtle ways to be near. It's like his heart moves before his words do. He may not confess it outright, but his presence speaks for him. Think of it as emotional gravity. He's pulled toward you, even if he's trying to keep it casual. Maybe he asks about something random just to start a conversation. Maybe he lingers a little longer when saying goodbye. These aren't just social habits, they're signs. And the reason he's not being direct? It's usually because feelings make us vulnerable. He may not know how you feel yet, and that uncertainty makes him cautious. But still, he shows up, again and again, because deep down, being near you just feels right. So the next time someone seems to keep appearing in your world, ask yourself, is it just chance, or is it someone quietly trying to get closer? Sometimes, the most powerful messages don't come through words, they come through presence. Glances, small actions, attraction. When it's real, doesn't always announce itself with grand gestures or rehearsed confessions. More often, it whispers through the things we almost overlook. If you've been noticing several of these signs, the nervous energy, the thoughtful gestures, the way he shows up without needing a reason, you're probably not imagining it. These aren't coincidences. They're emotional signals, the kind that speak louder than, "I like you," ever could. We live in a world full of noise, text messages, likes, DMs, but true connection speaks in a different language. One made of energy, intuition, subtle, but undeniable. So instead of just listening with your ears, start listening with your heart. Pay attention to how he makes you feel when he's near. Notice how his actions align with care, even if his words haven't caught up yet. Because sometimes, love doesn't begin with a sentence. It begins with a glance, a moment of hesitation, a quiet choice to be near, again and again. And when you recognize that unspoken language, you'll realize, the heart already knows.